Welcome to section 6.2, part 2. This is the 47th session of the CISSP exam prep series. Having seen symmetric encryption, let's look at the systems that solve its biggest problems. In this session, we'll explore asymmetric encryption and hashing. We'll answer several questions. How do public and private key pairs work? Why does asymmetric encryption scale so gracefully? What extra powers does it unlock? What is its one big drawback? And how do we work around it? And what does a hashing algorithm actually give us? Why does this matter beyond the exam? Because nearly every secure connection you rely on blends these techniques. Picture a customer logging into an online store over an encrypted session. Behind that little padlock icon, public keys, private keys, and hashes are all cooperating. Knowing which piece does what lets you design and troubleshoot secure communication properly. It also makes the exam questions on this topic feel obvious rather than tricky. How do public and private key pairs work? Each person holds two mathematically linked keys. One is public, freely shared with anyone, and one is private, guarded, and known only to its owner. The twist is that the pair works in opposite directions. Whatever the public key locks, only the matching private key can open, and the reverse holds too. So if you encrypt a message with someone's public key, only they can read it because only they hold the private key. Think of a mailbox with a public slot anyone can drop mail into, but only the owner holds the key to empty it. Why does asymmetric encryption scale so gracefully? Because adding a person costs almost nothing. Recall the pain point of symmetric systems, where every unique pair needs its own key, so the count explodes as the group grows. Asymmetric flips that. Each new user generates just one key pair and can then talk to everyone in the system with it. Removing someone is just as clean, since you simply revoke and cancel their keys without disturbing anyone else. Picture a company directory. One published extension per person lets the whole building reach them, no matter how many people join. What extra powers does asymmetric encryption unlock? It delivers capabilities symmetric encryption cannot. Because a private key belongs to exactly one person, it enables digital signatures. To sign, you create a compact fingerprint of your message and encrypt that fingerprint with your private key. Anyone can then use your public key to verify it truly came from you and was not altered. This single mechanism can provide confidentiality, integrity, authentication, and non-repudiation together. And two strangers can begin communicating securely with no prior shared secret at all. Think of a signature only you can produce, yet anyone can recognize on sight. What is asymmetric encryption's one big drawback? Speed. Public key operations are far slower than symmetric ones, sometimes by thousands of times. That makes asymmetric encryption a poor choice for encrypting large volumes of data directly. So in practice, we combine the two, and that combination is called hybrid cryptography. You use the slow but convenient asymmetric method just to set up the connection and exchange a shared symmetric key. Then you switch to fast symmetric encryption for the actual bulk of the conversation. Think of a slow, secure courier who hand delivers a key, after which you switch to a high-speed pipeline. What does a hashing algorithm actually give us? It produces a fixed-length fingerprint of any input, called a message digest. Feed in a file of any size, and the hash spits out a short, fixed summary that is unique to that content. Two crucial properties make it useful. You cannot run it backward to recover the original, and it is extraordinarily unlikely that two different inputs produce the same digest. When two do collide, that collision signals the algorithm is weakening and should be retired. Hashing is what powers integrity checks and, paired with signatures, non-repudiation. Think of a tamper-evident seal that changes completely if even one character is altered. So let's bring it together. Asymmetric encryption gives everyone a public and a private key that work in opposite directions. It scales gracefully since each user needs just one pair, and it unlocks digital signatures that provide integrity, authentication, and non-repudiation. Its one weakness is slow speed, which we solve with hybrid cryptography, using asymmetric to exchange a key and symmetric for the bulk. Hashing produces a one-way fingerprint that guards integrity. Together, these round out the modern cryptographic toolkit. The MCQs covering all the topics and concepts from this session are available on rucloud.com. Practice the chapter-specific MCQs before moving on to the next session. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, post a comment below or email us. I will see you in the next session.